Chase Q. Tell your mans to chill. Yo, who mans is this? Somebody come get us.
Unless like the coach gave you the bat to come there, or the case may be. Other than that, like they don't got time for that. Like that's people don't get that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think that, like you said, the casuals don't understand.
Like they don't understand that.
They don't get it.
And it's not just playing. You could just say, "Oh, it's just basketball." No, man, it's not just basketball.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of other. It's not just basketball. You gotta like. Every coach has their particular style of playing, and you have to play like that. Like, all right, so I'll give you ours, and all right, so like for example, this past year, Mako, he hated mid-range jumpers, right? So you might have watched the high school, tape, and also the Rockets, they notice they only shoot threes and layups. So you might go play for a coach, and like he doesn't want you to shoot mid-range jumpers. But in high school, you were famous for
mid-range jumpers. Yeah,
you get to your mid-range, you can get 50 off that. Right, you was getting 50 off that in high school. You get to college, coach like, don't shoot no mid-range jumpers. You shoot mid-range jumpers, you never. I promise you won't see the floor. But that's your game. So what you got to do? Okay, I got to shoot threes. You're not a three-point shooter.
And your whole
thing. Then how many points you gonna average? You get 50 off. You get 3 points off. 3-pointers in high school. Yeah. How much you gonna average in college? You're not gonna average 3.
Yeah.
Because they gonna contest that. You gonna average 0. That's when you get 0.7, 1.2 rebounds, and 0.7 assists, whatever. So I think this game, crazy. It's crazy, laughable,
comedic.
It's comedic, honestly.
Yeah.
Really, what
it is really crazy. Like I said, they look at a lot of guys and you call them flops,
and then calling ass, like a lot of these you call ass will fry you.
Yeah.
Even girl hoopers, bro.
Yeah.
Girl hoopers that you call at, like people say, I will never watch girls basketball. I understand, whatever. A lot of them will fry your ass too. Yeah. End of the day, like it's different. It's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
So if you get there, I respect it, and if you killing there, I respect it too, because it's not easy. Bro, 15 points in college is like 50 in high school. Yeah. Or like, I don't care what no one say.
Yeah.
20 in college is like a 60, 70 ball. Yeah. Because you know how hard it is to score in college. Like that shit is, So, I'm telling you.
It's different.
Bro, in high school, you get 40, right? In college, you sometimes, like with some coaches, you feel like you had a good game when you score 4 points. Like, I know a friend of mine won't say, they was like, bro, I won't even cap to you. Like, dog, I hit a layup and a jumper, and I feel like I had 30. It was like, that shit just hit different. It does. Like, it's for real.
It's different. That's why I said, and just like I was saying earlier, like, if you think about it, like you said, the casuals sit there and watch the game and be like, oh, his mixtape was so nice, or he was ranked this and this and this in high school. Why is he in the league? Bruh, like I said, if you think about it, there's, like I said, 300 plus D1 schools. And then however many D2, D3, everybody, there's at least somebody on every team averaging 15 points or more. And like I said, maybe 2. So you got about 600 players on one level, one division, that's averaging 15 or more. With those numbers, there's only 30 picks that are guaranteed in the NBA draft. You, of 600 people to 30, like, somebody ain't gonna cut it. And then really of that 30, maybe about 15 is actually gonna really play.
That's facts.
So,
no, I won't even hold you though. Like, if there's one thing I don't understand how they do the mock drafts. Cause like, I mean, I understand, but I don't understand. Cause like, for example, Myles Powell can go somewhere, and if given a chance, he could get busy, like, on a team. I feel like he could be like a Lou Will type of dude. Because if you think about it, all right, I'll take Ricky Leto, right?
Okay.
You remember Ricky Leto?
Yeah.
He was on the Knicks. He was cooking. He's not in the league no more. He should be in the league. Like, he had a stretch where he was getting 20, 15. Yeah. So you trying to tell me you don't belong there? Like, I think there's some politics in it.
For sure.
But
for sure.
I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. It's confusing. I think it's age, maybe, or
I think a lot of it is because, all right, like, Myles Powell, like the argument against our. So if you have 2 point guards, you say you got LaMelo Ball and Myles Powell. Myles Powell like 5'10", 5'11".
For sure.
And then you got LaMelo Ball, and he's like what, like 22, 23 maybe.
LaMelo?
Myles Powell.
I think he like 20.
Or maybe like 21 or something like that. 22.
He graduated,
so
he got to be 22 up. 22.
Yeah, so he's 22.
He turned 23 in 6 days.
So he's about to turn 23. And then you got LaMelo Ball, who just turned 18.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's 6'7". And of course, I'm comparing like the nitty-gritty.
Yeah,
he already played pro. So I think with it, like if you look at that too numbers wise, and you're gonna say, all right, if I'm gonna rock with somebody for the next 3 years, who am I gonna rock with? LaMelo, who could probably grow a little bit more, who has more room to get better, and of course has a following, all the other stuff that comes with it. Versus a guy, he might be as good as he's gonna get.
That's okay. All right, now I get it. That makes sense. And
that's why I think a lot of the draft picks, like people always argue, I don't know how he fell. So that's sometimes how you look at it. And like it's, of course, you can always say some type of the number, some type of the process is flawed.
I mean, if that's the case, then they could be like high second-round picks. Because I mean, their NBA teams are still looking for people who can make immediate impact.
Oh yeah. And then, like I said, but then, like not necessarily even Myles Powell, but there's a lot of players that's been like him where you kind of fit only a certain type of play, like where you can get in and get buckets.
Facts.
Everybody in NBA can get buckets, so it's hard to find that perfect, like you said, situation where you can come in and play your game. Because when you have somebody who's maybe more well-rounded, like I don't know, somebody like a Zion. You put Zion on any team, he was gonna do. He's doing what he's doing because he plays hard, he rebounds, he doesn't take a lot of crazy shots, takes good high percentage shots. Put him anywhere, he's gonna do him. Versus maybe you have guys that only shoot 30-foot contested jump shots. You don't really have too much room for that on every team.
Facts.
So I feel like it's also there's a lot of like little numbers that you're looking to, and then it's just like, okay, can he fit on my team?
I think he could. He could be a Lou Wills.
Oh yeah, I feel like definitely can. I like he's probably starting somewhere, but like I said, it's all up to the situation.
Now for LaMelo, if he ends up on a team like the Warriors, it's quiet. Because it's quiet.
But at the same time, I mean, he could learn on the step. He could easily be
no.
He couldn't be a
I'd rather go so John Morant if he would have, because John Morant was on the Warriors. I mean, he would have had a good year still. But if Steph was playing, obviously, well, he's supposed to.
Yeah, like obviously, if you the main focal point, things would be different.
Now LaMelo got to go somewhere where like he could play and but I think he could win. He may get Rookie of the Year next year. Because he's the most really all around. Like he rebounds, assists, like he does all that shit, and he plays like 6'7". Yeah, it's like this,
and he brings the type of basketball I think people will want to see.
Yeah, and everybody he gonna sell out tickets. Like, I pray the Knicks don't draft him. He goes to the Knicks, it's quiet, it's dead. It's quiet. He goes to the Knicks, it's quiet. But anywhere else, he should be Gucci. Because I was reading something on the Knicks because I was mad Dennis wasn't playing because he came in there. Remember he had 30 that one game, and then they just stopped playing him. They just released Alonzo Trier. They signed Theo Penton. And then they don't even play Kevin Knox. Like, Nick, you drafted. Yeah. They don't play Kevin Knox anymore. So there was one game he was playing, and then he just stopped playing. I didn't know what he just stopped playing. I was like, what?
They just, I think with them, they just
they literally have a solid young team. Like, I mean, on paper, they have talent. They might not have the coach yet, but they have talent. Dennis, Kevin Knox, RJ Barrett, you could get them in a couple years. They could be on some shit. They could be not the Sixers, but you know what I mean.
Pretty good.
They could be a pretty solid team. So you have the pieces. It's just that's just a horrible organization. Bottom line,
that's pretty bad.
So LaMelo goes there. It's quiet. It's quiet. So Knicks, Warriors, if any other team, I think he should be fine.
Yeah.
So I think he should be fine. Because he's gonna be top 5.
Time out. Facts.
Sure. So game.
Let's go into
crossed over, then we slammed dunk. Crossover. Michael Jordan 6 rings make me slam dunk. Turn the whiskey with the chickens, I'm a slam dunk. Hit on with the pump, I caught